I don't get it. I do not get it. Listen, guys, help me out. We are less than 100 subscribers now away from 12,000. But still over 50% of you guys that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. If you are new around here, or if you're a returning viewer but not yet subscribed, trust me, it really helps out the channel. But anyway, yo lads, welcome back to another FIFA Ruban event guide. Today's is Retro Stars, the event that everyone's been waiting for since the post team of the season. I'm recording this a little bit before the release of the event guide, but if the guide does help you out, please do consider leaving a like down below. Don't forget, this video was streamed over on Twitch. We did a little bit of a change this time. So this entire event guide came straight from Twitch, where we ran all the numbers, etc. If you want to go and follow me over on Twitch, there is a link in the description. But hopefully this guide does end up helping you out. Let's go straight on over into it. First off, on the Retro Stars event, I'm not gonna lie, this may be one of my favorite events of the season. To start off, you're in the retro room. You start off with 21 energy upon logging into daily reset. To complete the path, open 3 daily ads and 1 coin offer, and then let your energy refill into the next day. From completing this, you get 100 arcade tokens and a bunch of retro points. The retro points here are used in Rad City. If I were you from Rad City, you want to end up claiming 1105, and then you want to aim for the arcade tokens from here, the Gumball tokens from here on upper left 2, and then also the ones on the lower ones. I would stay away from the bottom 105, and then you move over to the right side and get the bonus arcade tokens and Gumball points from either side as well. From Arcade Claw, I would aim to spend 200 arcade points a day in order to get these extra Gumball tokens. Again, I'll go into a little bit more detail on that. If you are still on day 1 and you're wondering how to get 200 arcade tokens, you get 100 from completing in the retro room. And then if you go to the Gumball Machine, you can also get an extra 500 retro points, which means you can claim another 100 in Rad City, which is here, which is the extra 200. It is important that you end up claiming the Gumball tokens every second day. So if you only get 100 tokens on one day, on the alternate day, you get another 100 tokens from the retro room, which means you can claim this at least every second day. The Gumball Machine, here you want to spend every time retro points or arcade claws come into this section. I would avoid going for any of the players, etc., but it is mainly coming down to luck. In terms of which Gumball Machine to use, I went for the Gnarly Gum because I'm more likely to get skill boost, and I would much rather get skill boost than training XP, which you get on the totally tubular treats section. If you want to increase your luck of getting the daily featured rewards, then you can go for the third one, but I didn't get it in here. I got the retro points in the Gnarly Gum section. Midweek Madness. Okay, there's been a little bit of confusion over what you can do in Midweek Madness. If you press start, the health bar fills over to 15, as shown there. If I were you, I would go for Versus Attack. It'd be a lot quicker in completing this, but this is basically like the UCO Season 3 event. It is a massive grind section. For every loss you achieve, you get -1 health. If you win the game, then you get your health back. So say you lose 15 games in a row, and then you're completely out of health, then you can claim the daily energy and the daily coin packs to give yourself an extra 30 energy. Energy does go above 15, it just doesn't show it. So if I was to go into this Versus Attack game now, it'd show that I'd only have 15 energy. But if I open 1 coin pack, which gives me another 5 retro health, it'll now show 20, but the bar stays at 15. It just doesn't go above it. So, what is free to play from the event? I'm going to go over each individual tokens and what is max free to play in there, and then we'll work out for each section. So, from the retro room, from completing all the skill games and the daily game each day, you get a total of 31,500 points. Upon daily login, you can get 100 tokens, which helps you progress in the pass. The free-to-play pass has an extra 3,000 points. And then also, upon spending 1,200 points in the arcade section, you get an extra 2,000 points, which gives a total of 36,500 free-to-play tokens for retro points. This is where you spend them in Rad City, as I said before. What I'd recommend on this section is you go for 1 105. 2 105s is possible if you go for the same side. For example, if you want the Adama and you want the 105 Thuram, that is possible free to play, but I would not recommend it. What I'm going to do is claim 1 105, and then I'm going to claim from the extra nodes, the arcade tokens and the Gumball tokens. I'm going to do this on both sides, but then not claim the 105 by going across to lower left 3 and then going for the Thuram. I'm going to avoid him. I'm then going to go to the right, and then I'm going to claim these extra Gumball tokens and their extra arcade tokens, but this time I'll stay away from a player. This will help me in the long run to get more stuff free to play from the event, and I think it is a little bit more better based on how your luck's going to be in the arcade and in the Gumball section. What I'd recommend claiming first is the arcade tokens. Get them to help you progress through the arcade section. Again, if you get the 200 points early, then you'll be able to claim the extra Gumball tokens, which will help you progress on there. So what's possible in arcade? From daily login, you get 100 tokens. It's a 21-day event, which is an extra 2,100. If you get lucky from the trinket in Rad City, then you'll get an extra 200 tokens in here as well. There's an extra 300 arcade tokens in the pass. And then if you go for the 1105, you'll get yourself 100 arcade tokens here. You'll get 100 arcade tokens here. You'll get another 200 from the top. You'll claim a Dama Traore. And then you'll go back to the bottom and you'll claim another 200. Then if you go to the right side, you'll get another 100 from this node. And then you'll get the bonus 200 from here and here again. So that is a total of either 500 if you want to get 2 105s, or you can get 1,000 tokens claiming just the 105, which is what I recommend. And that is because if you go for the 105, then you'll get yourself just up to the 3,000 arcade tokens, which will give you the 450,000 training XP. But if you go for the extra ones, then you can get the extra epic shards, which is what I recommend. However, the Bernardo Silva isn't free to play. Now, what's possible in the Gumball Machine? Upon daily login, 300 Gumball tokens, again, over 21 days. That is at least 6,300 if you log in every day. You get 500 again from trinket. Then you get a minimum of 1,000 from the arcade daily. How that works is that if you don't get the arcade tokens from Rad City, then you'll be able to claim this one every second day. So that's a minimum of 100 for every second day. 21-day event, 100 times 10, which is another 1,000. You get an extra 500 on the first node of the pass. And then again, depending on what you go for in Rad City, you either get 1,000 or 2,000. You get 1,000 tokens if you claim 2 105s, but you get 2,000 tokens if you go for just a 105. Again, which is what I recommend. In total, that will mean that the 105 Rafinha is free to play. This Rafinha will be worth more coins than the other 105s in the Rad City chapter. As well as that, you get yourself the extra resources like the skill boost, the epic shards, and more importantly, the legendary shards, which are a lot harder to accomplish free to play. Right, as for Midweek Madness, the max you can get from this is depending on your win rate. If you do every single coin offer and daily ad energy that comes available, as well as the 15 that you start with, that'll give you a maximum over 1 week of 105 losses, which means in order to claim De Jong, you'll need 50 wins. So for the win rate percentage to get De Jong, 1 win and then 2 losses. But all this is depending on your win rate. If you win more games, then you get more rewards. If I were you, maybe try and claim the 108. You'll need 50 wins for that. Or just max out the skill boosts. There's a total of 6,250 skill boosts unavailable for each week in here. Frequently asked questions in this event. You can only complete the retro rune path once a day. If you are trying to get the 200 arcade tokens on day 1, you get 100 from here. And then you also get another 100 from Rad City, from the central left 3 node. You'll have to get them from the retro star points that come available in the Gumball section. Which Gumball should I open? It is your choice. If you want a higher choice of getting the daily featured reward, then open the 3rd one. If I were you, after that, then go for the Gali Gum. But you should only be opening these when retro points or arcade claws are in the daily feature rewards. I don't know what the future is going to be for the daily feature rewards. There's no leaks on that just yet. To get the Rad City players, you'll have to open the guaranteed Rad City players in the Rad City section. But if I were you, I would not do that. I would stay away from it if possible. 200 arcade a day won't be possible every single day. It is possible on day 1 if you get lucky in the Gumball Machine. But you should be at least able to claim this every second day, which is all you really need. If you get extra luck, you'll be able to claim it more frequently. The 110 is claimable free to play. As I said earlier, you get a total of 36,500 retro points free to play, which easily makes these 110s possible. You get the choice of Henderson or Martinez. Just note though, Midweek Madness points do not carry over to the next week. That is including for the health. So Retro Health 1 means it's only available in week 1. And then the points as well, they do not carry over to the next week. You can only use them in the specific weeks 1, 2, or 3. In terms of Yashin, the official price isn't yet known, but you do get an extra 9,000 points from the pass. And then it depends on how many times retro points come available in the Gumball Machines. If you want to do it entirely free to play, it's a total of 67.5k gems. If you're going to buy the pass, then that'll save you a total of 18 of these packs. So that's a lot of gems that it ends up saving. If you are going to buy the pass, then it's going to cost you a total of 22,500 gems to claim the Yashin. But again, if you get 500 retro points, again, in the Gumball section, then that's going to save you a lot of points down the line. So just as a recap, you get a total of 36,500 retro points free to play. You can get extra from Gumballs, but we don't know the leaks yet. So Shevchenko might just be about free to play. Arcade Claw, I would recommend spending 2 a day whenever they come available to you. You should at least be able to do this for every second day of the event. And then if you go for 2 105s in Rad City, you'll be able to go up to Arcade Milestone 11. If you go for 1 105 and do the method that I'm going to do, then you'll be able to get these epic shards as well. Gumball Machine, the entire path is free to play if you do my method from Rad City, like I said earlier in the guide. But you should be able to claim him. Only open the Gumball Machine when there's retro points or arcade points in here. I would save them for every other day. And then if you have any left over for the end of the day, then go for the skill boost section. Rad City Hub, a choice of 1 105 or 2 105s is free to play. Again, go for the 1 105 and then claim all the arcade tokens and the Gumball tokens that come available to you. Midweek Madness has no effect on what else you can do in the event. This is a completely separate chapter, and it is a purely grind chapter. This is a reason why I love this event. But then again, you can stack your energy over 15. It just won't show the health bar. If you win a game, you get your energy back. If you decide to hold on to your arcade claws for the new week, then you are going to miss out on about 1,000 Gumball tokens, which means that the Rafinha won't end up being free to play. On screen right now is the progress of the players for the rotations for the Gumball players, the Arcade Claws, and the Midweek Madness. I am definitely going for that Greenwood in week 3, no doubt about it. But that basically fills out the event guide for Retro Stars. If the guide did help you out, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help out the channel a lot. Thank you for all the support on YouTube. We are very close to 12,000, so every subscription does help out a lot. But until my next video, I'll catch you all a little bit later. Till then, stay sick, stay epic, and peace out. Adios.